What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Um, Once again, we are back to discuss another, surprisingly, 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. Yeah, I had no idea they were going to drop 2 episodes this time, so definitely a lot more to talk about on this episode, and yeah, this like going to be a lot of spoilers in this one because there was a lot of like cameos and just I don't I, like yeah this there was a lot going on in these 2 episodes, but oh my god, like like these episodes was just so good that I don't know, they just had to give us two. Honestly, they gave us two because I think one of the episodes was basically like a filler episode. It was just basically like a regular day in the life of Matt Murdock. But and it didn't even have the Kingpin in it. So, but we got we got a good amount of the real Kingpin in episode 6. All right, so yeah, they dropped 2 episodes, episode 5 and episode 6. We can talk about the first episode, and then we'll get into the second one. Cause honestly, I mean, there's a lot I can say about the first one. Like I said, it's a filler episode, episode 5. Yeah, let's just get into episode 5. So it's basically Matt Murdock looking for a loan for his firm because I guess business isn't doing good, especially with the whole incident with White Tiger. Um, but yeah, I guess he's looking for a loan at this bank, and basically this whole episode takes place at the bank. Um, so it was, and the person who's the banker for Matt Murdock in this episode is, oh my god, I'm so butcher his first name. Was it Yaheen? Something like that. So Yaheen Khan or Khan. Either way, we know who this banker is. We've seen this banker before. He's none other than Kamala Khan's father. Yes, Kamala Khan, as in Miss Marvel. She had her own Disney Plus series. She was in the Captain Marvel movie, and yeah, the Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels. She was in that one, and yeah, it was a nice mention. We hardly ever get mentions like this in the Netflix version. Well, because we didn't really have that many heroes at the time, I guess. But I don't know. It's just nice to to actually include a whole character, not even like a main character, but like a side character from another show that was in here. It was a nice, it was a nice little duo, or it was good to see him again. It brought real joy into the episode. But yeah, it was basically the bank got held up. It was by a group of like thugs, and yeah, Matt Murdock. I mean, he left before they took over the bank, but then he heard it with his super hearing, and then he went back, pretending to be the blind man that doesn't know what's going on. And it's cool. He's there. It's like it was surprising that I was like, yeah, in this episode 5, like, he doesn't obviously wear the suit, which is what I was expecting, but we'll get to that. um, but yeah, he doesn't. He's there as Matt Murdock. He uses his hearing, I guess, to really help him out in this situation, which came in really handy when he had to open the bank vault, because yeah, his hearing is really strong. So to hear every single click in the vault, like Ant-Man could have used him. He has a nice relationship with Kamala Khan's dad, even though he can't give him the loan. They had this whole conversation about, where he's from. He's from Jersey. He says that his daughter is out in California in the West Coast, which, leads us to believe that she's being recruited or maybe recruiting others, because she was kind of recruiting others at the end of the Marvels. So for her to be in California in the West Coast, people are like, maybe she's doing the West Coast Avengers, something like that. I don't know. I can't really think of other characters that are in the West Coast. Maybe, I don't know why, but a lot of people are saying like Vision's out there. Who knows? But yeah, he says his daughter's over there in California, and and he says that he's from Jersey, and Jersey has their very own superhero, Miss Marvel, which is nice that he doesn't. I guess they keep their Kamala Khan's identity a secret, so it's nice that he still keeps that secret for her. He's not like, yeah, this is my daughter, Miss Marvel, whatever. He's just like, yeah, I'm from New Jersey and we have our own superhero. She's secretly my daughter, but he's proud. He has a little Funko Pop on his desk, which is nice. And yeah, Matt Murdock, he admires New Jersey. He talks about it, and he's like, yeah, Kamala, she sounds like a nice person, and to the point where he even invites him to dinner, and Matt's like, yeah, I'll take you up on that. So hopefully we get Daredevil meeting Miss Marvel, which would be a pretty cool and very unexpected meetup, because I never would have seen that coming. So that would be a nice touch that they could do. But yeah, then we got these bank robbers who are clearly robbing the bank. We have this whole negotiating team outside. This new detective, she's trying to de-escalate the situation, while Matt Murdock is obviously working from the inside, trying to figure out why they here, what do they want from the vault. They're like, there's no money, like cash in the vault. It's just personal items, and then they take Kamala Khan's dad down there because he says he knows it, whatever. And then Matt Murdock does a whole, I need to use the bathroom, and we're waiting for the moment for Matt Murdock to do his Daredevil thing, because that's just what we want to see. We all just want to see Matt Murdock doing Daredevil shit. I sure as hell do. So one of the thugs take him to the bathroom, whatever, leading there, and then Matt just beats the shit out of this guy. And I always love the fighting. The fighting's always dope. He beats the shit out of this guy, and you're just like, yeah, now he's in control. Now he's about to start making his move. He does that. He rescued Kamala Khan's dad from another thug. I forgot how many thugs are in here total, but it's probably like 5, maybe. But yeah, and then like it was a very filler episode. It moved really quick because at one point the SWAT team comes in. Not until Matt Murdock ends up opening the safe, like I said, with his hearing, and he basically found out what they were after, which was like a little ruby diamond. I don't know, must be worth a lot, or someone wanted it for certain reasons, whatever. But yeah, he gets that. he shows the thug like, oh, I know what you want. It's this. The thug was about to shoot him until as soon as he as soon as I don't know if it was the SWAT that came in first or he threw it first, but he throws the bag that has the diamond in it, whatever. The thug catches it, and then boom, SWAT comes in. It's a shootout, and then we find out that the thug gave the diamond to somebody. You know, it was like, here. I don't know if he said like give it to the boss or something, or here you go, like take it. But then we see another thug get out of his outfit and disguise as a cop to obviously, get out of the area, and then Matt Murdock gets out of the building because the SWAT basically took everyone. Like Matt got someone in the midst of all the whole SWAT team coming around. Like he banged someone, doing, like I said, doing Daredevil shit as Matt Murdock basically, and then he follows the cop. He's able, obviously with a super hearing, he's following the cop that or the thug that disguised himself as a cop. He's following him, and that's when he just beats the shit out of him, and it is, oh my god, I think he broke his fucking legs, and I was like, Jesus. Then he just knocked him out, and yeah, I mean, it was a filler episode, but it was all very intense. Having Kamala Khan's dad in there was good. The fighting at the end, they gave us a little of that action right there, so it's good, and it's nice to know that now we know that Daredevil has a connection to another Marvel character, Kamala Khan. A character that's in the MCU, not like the other Netflix characters. But yeah, and then the thing is, the person he gave the diamond to was one of the hostages, so we knew it was like an inside job, and that person opened the bag to take out the diamond, whatever, and it was a piece of candy that Matt Murdock obviously switched out, and that was like, I was like, that was, of course he wouldn't give them the actual diamond, and he ended up giving it back to Kamala Khan's dad secretly by putting it in his candy bowl. So that was really good, and yeah, that episode was it was quick. It was a quick episode, and I enjoyed it. It was it would have been disappointing for them to give us just that one episode for the week. So I appreciated it that they were able to give us another episode, because this episode is the one. Yeah, because this episode was just so intense, and it, it really shows you how a comic book show should really be like, because they did not miss one beat with this episode. All right, so I mean, so yeah, we finally get a lot in this episode. We finally get Kingpin in this episode, a real good amount of Kingpin. We get Matt Murdock. We get Daredevil. Actually, this time we get a lot of Muse. We get who's this new, not new, but Hector's niece, Angela Del Toro. Her, and she is definitely on that path to become the next White Tiger. So we get a nice scene with her, Angela Del Toro, coming to Matt, telling him about people missing, which was something that her dad was looking into, and she knows that this is what her dad was looking into, and she knows that people are gonna tell her to, don't do this, don't go down this path or whatever. And Matt Murdock was, basically telling her that too. And she's like, no, what my dad would want would be for this to be over, for, somebody to solve this, mystery, and, find out who, what's happening to his people. For, so Matt Murdock was, he obviously pushes to the side, and she gave a good reason as to, like, yeah, you got to do something. And, it was almost putting more sense into Matt Murdock as to becoming Daredevil again. It was like giving him a reason, like, yeah, this is why you got to put on the suit. And then we get, like, her being like a really smart girl, and that she's obviously gonna try to do this on her own, which would, you know, not be smart, as we see later on. But yeah, she has that moment. And then and then Matt Murdock has, like he's still, like, he still does the whole praying thing. He was doing that with Foggy. You know, he had that conversation with his, I guess, his girlfriend now, Heather, the Kingpin's therapist. And and yeah, it's I guess that's a relationship going on now. And it's weird they haven't really, I don't know, maybe she's just Kingpin's therapist, just there, but I feel like her life is still in danger just by being his therapist, because I feel like if Matt Murdock finds out, then I don't know. It's a weird connection that's there. But what I like about the Kingpin is that you get a real good sense of how, I guess, powerful and motivated this man can be, because now we have the public really knowing about missing people around, and clearly it's one person. People are noticing that. They know, they don't know who, I guess, but at the same time, everyone's missing. There's also, we're seeing a lot more now murals on the wall, and people are like, some people are fascinated by it, some people are not creeped out, but some people are creeped out by it, maybe. And and the thing is, they try to take the murals down, but it was hard because they found out now that he really does mix his victim's blood into the paint, and that's why it's, I guess, difficult to take out. But yeah, this guy is one sick motherfucker muse, and this is one Marvel character, serial killer type dude that has bodies on hooks. You see him drain the blood out of his victims. Two girls that he took the eyes out of them and posted them in front of the mural to, I guess, supposedly mock the police, because the way they reacted to it was not really telling the public about it, I guess, and just trying to, like, hide his work. But yeah, this guy is just really, really sick. And and honestly, it was almost like, I've never seen a Marvel villain like this. This is like almost on some DC level type shit. But yeah, and then we even see a couple of the BBP reports, and or the BB reports, and you hear people talk about it. They talk about people gone missing. They talk about where are the heroes? We live in a world with heroes now, and all this shit is happening in Hell's Kitchen, and nobody could do anything. Like, that's why we need our hero Daredevil. It's like heroes have, like, their own sections all over New York City. Like, not one hero could be all over New York City. So yeah, in the world now where we have so many heroes, that in Hell's Kitchen, it's, it can still be pretty bad. And that's when Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, tries to take matters into his own hands, do things the Kingpin way, and then he recruits a group of cops that he handpicked, that he feels are more qualified to get this job done. He's building a task force to take down vigilantes. And the first one is obviously going to be Muse, whether he wants to call it vigilante or a serial killer that just needs to fucking be put down. But one of the cops is one of the crooked cops that, well, yeah, basically a crooked cop. But when you hear the story of one of the other cops, these are basically all cops that just want, or detectives that basically use excessive force, do things the rougher way. Obviously, don't go by the book, probably. So that's what these cops are. Most of them have the Punisher tattoos on them. So clearly, there's a connection into most of the guys that probably have the tattoo are cops who use excessive force, or probably crooked cops even. So Kingpin recruits all these guys, and he's showing the others why they need to do this, why they need to take down the vigilantes, people who hide in masks, whatever. He gives a whole speech, and he really motivates these guys. He gets them all amped up, gives them all gear, and yeah. So this is going to be out there, and now that this is out there, and they're going to try to take down Muse, they're also going to try to take down other vigilantes. And with Kingpin being the mayor, he could approve this, and he could use this to take down Daredevil, Spider-Man, even any other hero that sets foot in New York, if anything. So that would be very interesting, unless they, obviously show their identity, like Iron Man, maybe. I don't know, but I'm very interested to see that. Now, even after that happens, we go back to Daredevil, and I'm trying to think of, yeah, we go back to Daredevil, and he gets a call that Angela's mom calls Matt saying that she hasn't been home. She never came home. She hasn't been home. She said that she went to go see Matt. She told her mom that she went to go see Matt, and yeah, now so her mom calls Matt, and she's like, he's worried. She's worried, and we see before that Muse um took her, and he's carrying her in the. And so we're like, oh my God, she was obviously, got too close to finding out which was him that's been taking all these people. More than 60 victims, I think they said they had, which when Matt found out, he was, because a detective came and told him, because he said he would end up finding out eventually. But he came and told him, and Matt, when he heard more than 60 victims, he's like, yeah, like, I could have done something about this. Like, what the fuck? Like, how'd I let this many people die? And yeah, so when Angela's mom called Matt, and he knows this information, and he knows the kind of person that's out there, what he's doing by painting murals with people's blood, he quickly called the police. And when they responded, and he hung up. He was like, fuck it. And he's still been holding that horn. He's still holding on to that horn. And then he was just like, fuck it. He opens the closet. He puts on the suit. And I was so excited that he put on that suit. That brought one little tear down my eye. So you see like a scene of him swinging, running on rooftops, being fucking Daredevil. And and then we get and we get him basically finding this guy quick. I don't know how. I mean, maybe with his hearing he was able to find him somehow, but we see Muse already injecting her with something, putting the giant syringe. I don't know where he put it, but already, taking her blood. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's already happening. Like, I really thought that she might, like, I'm like, yo, are you really gonna kill this girl too? Like, really? And then, Matt Murdock, aka freaking Daredevil, yo. Muse comes out trying to see, he hears something maybe, and you see Daredevil come in with the hook that goes into the wall. He just lunges at him, and he comes at him hard with the fucking the score, the Daredevil score, and they get into it quick. They're going at it, they're swinging, they're fighting, and just as somewhat that I expected, that Muse can fight. Muse knows how to fight. Muse knows how to throw hands. Like, he's holding his own against Daredevil. I mean, he's taking a lot of hits too, but he's not really staying down, like. And Daredevil's coming in with some crazy hits. He does like a backflip kick to his face, and at the same time he's fighting him. He's trying to save Angela. He's trying to, like, he hears a heartbeat, and he feels it. He feels the syringe. He knows that's like in there. He's trying to take it off, and then Muse comes at him again fast, and he has a blade on him, I think. And he's hitting Daredevil a lot, and he does like this scream in the middle of the fight, and it just makes it look more intense. Like, he's getting into it. He's so tensed up. You could tell he's really trying his hardest. Like, he was just fighting so good. It almost reminded me like the way Captain America almost fights. And even when Muse was hitting him, Daredevil acted like it didn't even faze him. Like, he was just coming at him quick. He was using his grappling hook a lot too at one point. So when Muse was gonna stab like Angela, he like used his grappling hook against that. But that fight was just A1, chef's kiss. Oh my god. I really want to see more of that now. And now that he put on the suit and probably realized what good he could really do, because we would have lost her if he didn't put on that damn suit and do what he needed to do. So I'm just happy that happened. That he finally put on his big boy pants and put on that damn suit. And now hopefully we'll get more of that, of him in the suit. And yeah, now that he saves her, he's probably gonna definitely want to be like, yeah, now I'm gonna definitely, because I think Muse got away, so he's definitely gonna have to track this guy down. And now it's gonna be hard with Kingpin having that rule of him, having a vigilante task force and banning vigilantes. And the thing about that Daredevil fight, that it was in sync with a fight that the Kingpin was having. And a fight that the Kingpin was having was with Adam, a guy that he was jealous of because he was messing around with his wife, and he just felt like, all right, I'm not just gonna kill this guy, I'm gonna give him a fighting chance. So he tosses this guy an axe and says, come at me. He's like, when I had to go up against someone twice as big as me, I had nothing but my fist. He was like, at least I guess I'm giving you an axe. And yeah, this guy Adam, who probably hasn't eaten in who knows how long, if he has been feeding him, but yeah, I assume he didn't have that much strength in him to really take on the fucking Kingpin. But it was an intense fight, because even though he didn't really stand a chance, the Kingpin just wanted someone to unleash a lot of rage that he was building up. Like, I feel like all the stuff that he's been doing as the mayor, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like having to go through paperwork, protocols, going to schools, listening to kids sing, and doing all this mayor stuff. And he just wants to let out all this anger, and he let it all out on this dude Adam. The Kingpin was fighting in such a Kingpin way where he just uses his brute strength, and he was just going to town on this dude. And it was like, wow, like, hard to believe that that Daredevil whooped this guy's ass at one point. So, but I mean, we saw him fight against Hawkeye, and that was crazy. And by Hawkeye, I mean Kate Bishop Hawkeye. So that was, seeing Kingpin do actual Kingpin shit and going all out on rage was so amazing. And it just, like, hopefully we get that Daredevil versus Kingpin fight again. So, especially with Daredevil in the suit again. And I guess, yeah, with all that went on, it's hard to even know what will happen. I think they will give us, what is 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 3 episodes left. I don't know if it's 9 episodes total. I think so. But I'm gonna definitely try to find out, and yeah, because if it is 3 episodes, then yeah, that's 3 episodes left. But we'll see. But these 2 episodes was amazing. It was almost like part of a movie, because it was like these episodes are like 43 minutes long, I think. So it was a good amount of time of watching Daredevil. One with him, Matt Murdock, having really good filler episode, and then one with just letting us all know with Daredevil, Matt Murdock, everything going on with Muse now, the Kingpin, his vigilante task force, and yeah, we got a good mention of Kamala Khan in there, him possibly meeting her now. So it wasn't like it was a useful filler episode, because now we get that introduction. And I think what I liked about that episode in the filler one was something that he said when Kamala Khan's dad saw him do something amazing, and he was like, "What kind of lawyer are you?" And Matt Murdock says, "A really good one," which is what he says in Spider-Man No Way Home.
There is still a court of public opinion. How did you just do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
Like, that's gonna be his catchphrase or something, because not like that's also like telling us, like, yeah, this is the same dude from that movie, because he just likes to say that, maybe. But yeah, it's I really like that they added that. But yeah, both these episodes amazing. I don't even know what to expect for the next one. Hopefully, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt doesn't put on the suit in the next episode, and it's just him reconciling with everything that's going on, trying to just be there for Angela. Maybe she's probably going to have to possibly be in the hospital for a couple days or something. I mean, she probably lost a lot of blood, too, at one point. So I was glad that he was able to save her, that she woke up, that I was like, yes, like, I mean, she's going to be the White Tiger at this point. So it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. The fighting is just so good. I really love the fighting. It's too bad we don't have Captain America anymore, because his fighting was always good. But now we got it in this Daredevil show, and it's awesome. And the new Captain America, because I saw the new movie, and the fighting was good in that one too. So hopefully we get more of that with Sam Wilson. But Daredevil is just, he goes hard. He's, he doesn't use a fancy tech like him. He uses nothing but his fist and his fucking rage, I guess, because when he screamed in that fight, it was just, I don't know, it just like, it was almost like Wolverine style, like just having rage in you and just going all out as you can. So I'm loving it. That's all I got. I can't really think of anything else from these two episodes that I probably missed. I'm pretty sure there is. I always do, but if anything, I'll go back to it, like in the next episode. So, um, yeah. I just can't wait for the next episodes, and I hope they're good. We'll see. They seem like they're really going all out with this series, so let's keep the Daredevil train rolling because that shit is getting intense. Hopefully you like this video. Hopefully it was useful information if any of it was. If not, I just love talking about it. Daredevil is so good, and I just had to let it out to all that we hear. Until then, until next time.